Good day, everyone. I am your speaker, Winsor J. Marbella, and I'm with Gary Bataycan Jr. And today, we will be talking about quality assurance. For this report, our learning objectives are the following. First, to explain the purpose of quality assurance, its roles in monitoring maintenance procedures to ensure compliance with aviation safety standards and regulatory requirements. Second is to define the quality audits and understand its role. The third is to categorize the different types of technical records. And lastly, to describe the aircraft's logbook and understand its role in aircraft airworthiness. So let's begin with quality assurance. Quality assurance is a set of system for the purpose of monitoring aviation equipment, programs, and procedures to ensure that the ICAO and state civil aviation regulatory quality standards are met and being enforced. Quality assurance, it makes sure na tama ang ginagawa ng maintenance operations in everyday in everyday na ginagawa and every flight. Hindi lang siya for checking or it's maintaining consistency, compliance, and safety. Like for example, may mga bagong maintenance procedures. Ang quality assurance, tinitignan niya yung kung trained ba yung mechanic na gumawa and tama ba yung procedures na ginagawa niya. And also, kung properly documented ba lahat. So next is the quality audit. Quality audit should be performed on each and every unit within the M&E organization. The audit should be a detailed fact-finding efforts designed to look at all aspects of operation, determining any discrepancies, and establish a corrective action with a finite time for correction of each discrepancies. Its purpose is not to blame people, but to find discrepancies and ensures corrective action is done within a specific timeline. Halimbawa nito is during an audit na na-discover na may torque wrench na expired na ang calibration sticker. This magiging issue siya because improper torque can lead to a loss or over-tightened components, which directly safety risk. So thanks to the quality audit, na-detect niya yung ah, agad yung problem which is na-correct niya agad. There are two types of audit, which is the internal audit and external audit. Internal audit is responsible for the meticulously examining and reporting on various aspects on the company's operation to ensure adherence to regulatory requirements, internal policies, and industry standards. Ito, nakaka-help lang ito within the specific uh, uh, range within the specific airline, which is can help na mas ma-improve pa yung service nila throughout the aviation. Next is the external audit, the one that reviews the company's status statement to ensure that they are accurately and comply with aviation standards. This is done by the regulatory bodies. Example of this is the CAAP, which ensures the uh, rules and regulations of the aviation within the Philippines. So next, let's move on to the technical records. So technical records documents every aspect of an aircraft maintenance inspection, repairs, and modification. Dito nakalagay ang lahat ng maintenance, inspection, repairs, and modification. They are also legal documents, meaning if the records are incomplete, the aircraft cannot legally fly. Ganon siya ka-strict in terms of may mga kulang na requirements. Uh, there are four classification of records. an operator must keep. First is continuous records. Second, routine records. Third is repetitive records and permanent records. Let's start with the continuous records. Continuous records all maintenance activities performed on the aircraft, including daily checks, unscheduled repairs, and component replacement. These are continuously updated to reflect the status of the airline's operation at any point of the time. Uh, so meaning, real-time documents sila kung ano ang nangyayari sa aircraft. Example, if may hydraulic leak tapos inaayos, the continuous records will show that what happened dun sa leak na yon, who performed the repair, and what part was replaced. Then, pagkatapos nun is doon na maaano yung mechanics ah para para ah yung mekaniko sila na bahala kung i-ano ba nila yung ah return to service nila yung mismong aircraft na yun. So, the next part is the that will discussing by Mr. Gary Bateganjon.
So next part is routine records. These are maintained for 15 months and some can be moved to permanent status. So routine records cover regular maintenance like daily checks and minor troubleshooting. The goal is to track everyday work para makita yung condition ng isang aircraft. The 15-month retention helps with review and consistency check. And after routine actions, punta naman tayo sa repetitive records. Next slide. So, repetitive records, this identify all work that is repeated at regular interval, such as daily transit checks and letter checks. These records follow a clear schedule. Halimbawa, lubrication every seven days or a system check every flight cycle. This prevents missed tasks and keep the aircraft in safe condition. So after repetitive task, we move to the type of record that stays with the aircraft forever or the permanent records. So these identify permanent changes to the configuration of the aircraft, engines, components, and appliances. These are retained permanently. This includes major repairs, and approved modifications. So important ito kasi nagpapakita ito ng long-term history and configuration ng aircraft. Now that we covered the four classifications of technical records, we move to the most used documents in daily operations, which is aircraft logbook. The aircraft logbook is the main record of an aircraft's operational and maintenance history. It tracks flight hours, cycles, and maintenance activities to confirm that the aircraft remains airworthy. Oh, so the logbook is used after every flight. Pilots record time, cycle, and remarks. So maintenance records, corrective actions. The purpose is to create a complete timeline of aircraft activity. And regulatory inspectors always check the logbook because this tells the actual conditions and usage of the aircraft. So the next slide shows a real logbook format. In this layout, you can see the areas for flight information, pilot remarks, discrepancies, and signatures. The information must be clear to avoid confusion between pilots and maintenance personnel. This document serves as the official reference for planning and airworthiness decisions. So the next slide shows what's the inside of a logbook looks like. So inside, you will see organized sections for aircraft time, crew entries, corrective actions, and release to service. Everything must be complete, readable, and free from erasures. The accuracy of these entries protect the operator from violations and ensure safe operations. So before we close, we end with a reminder about safety. Next slide. So aviation is the branch of engineering that is least forgiving of mistakes by Freeman Dyson. So this quote fits quality assurance perfectly since every record matters, every signature matters, and good documentation supports safety. So for our last part, we interviewed someone with experience in the aviation field to share their insights about
And welcome sa aming online interview session. Today, we're excited to speak with a professional sa aviation industry who will share insights and words of inspiration. Let's begin. So, to start, maaari po ba namin malaman ang inyong pangalan para sa ating audience?
Ako si J.Sar Dino, 41 years old. Nagtatrabaho dito sa Lufthansa Technic Philippines. Isa akong team leader ng structures dito sa Aircraft Overhaul Bay 2.
Ano po, sir? Next question po, sir. Since marami po sa ating students are pursuing aviation, what can you say about the aviation industry for us?
For you, mga sabihin na natin, fresh graduate. Itong aviation industry is napakagandang profession. Napakaganda nito. Actually, kailangan mo lang talagang paghirapan. Unang-una, you need 4 to 5 years course para mo matapos to. And after you makagraduate, kailangan nyo rin mag-undergo ng maraming documentation trainings. Kasi hindi kayo makakapag-trabaho sa aviation industry kung kulang yung knowledge nyo. Hindi kasi sapat yung napag-aralan nyo dyan sa school. Actually, pagka-graduate nyo sa school, hindi na titigil doon yung aviation world nyo. Pagka-graduate nyo at pag-step nyo dito sa company kung saan man, kung sa Lufthansa, Philippine Airlines, Cebu Pacific, hindi titigil yung learnings nyo. Kaya tuloy-tuloy pa rin yan. Kagaya ko, 41 years old na ako, sorry. Ang dami ko pa rin trainings na ina-attendan at kailangan tapusin.
Okay po, sir. So, last question po. Lastly, do you have an inspirational message for our aspiring aviation professional?
Yan ang magandang tanong. Para doon sa mga gagraduate, kailangan nyo ng patient, kailangan nyo ng maraming pasensya. Kasi sabi ko nga sa inyo, marami na kaming mga kasamahan dito na hindi tumagal. Kasi unang-una, nandyan si aircraft, alam nyo na naman. Kung pungura ng aircraft, alam nyo na naman kung gaano kasikip, kung gaano kahirap. Patient at saka anong tawag nito, yung pakikisama sa mga kasamahan nyo dito sa floor line. At saka continuous na learning, pagbabasa, pag-iintindi sa mga tinuturo. Kasi lahat ng mga knowledge na makukuha nyo is makukuha nyo sa floor line. Lahat, ibibigay sa inyo lahat ng makakasama nyo, ng mga seniors, ibibigay lahat ng mga makakasama nyo. Hindi nyo yun makukuha. Lahat yun is magigain nyo through experience and a lot of patience. And sana maging maging honest din kayo sa ginagawa nyo. Kasi unang-una, yung profession natin is ginagawa natin yung aircraft. At alam nyo naman yung aircraft, di ba, lumilipad. Isang mistake lang, isang pagkakamali lang. Sabihin na natin, isang pagkakamali lang sa taas. Talagang buhay ng mga pasahero ang nakasalalay. Kaya sabi ko sa inyo, maging honest lang kayo, honest at a lot of patience. Yun lang. Magiging successful kayo sa ating profession na bilang isang aviation.
So, ayun lang po, sir. Maraming salamat po, sir, for sharing your time and insights with us. We
Okay.
fully appreciate your words of wisdom. Maraming salamat po, Sir J. Sardino.
Okay, thank you din sa inyo. Thank you.
Thank you po, sir.